In just 100 days in 1994, about 800,000 people were slaughtered in Rwanda, a number so staggering it can numb the mind. In the heart of Africa, nestled amongst the hills, lies Rwanda, a nation that carries an indelible scar from its history. The year 1994 marked a harrowing chapter in its past, a period of unthinkable human tragedy, a brutal, swift and systematic genocide that led to the death of an estimated 800,000 people. That's more than the entire population of North Dakota, falling victim to the most horrifying violence in just 100 days. This genocide wasn't a spontaneous eruption of violence. It was the result of a long-standing, simmering ethnic tension between the Hutu majority and the Tutsi minority. A tension that was stoked, manipulated and weaponized by those in power, leading to a horrifying escalation of violence that would forever mark the annals of history. The genocide began on April 7, 1994, a day after the assassination of the Rwandan president, a Hutu. What followed was a meticulously planned killing spree, executed with chilling efficiency. Neighbors turned against neighbors, friends against friends, and in some cases, even family against family. The machete, a common agricultural tool, became a symbol of death and terror. The world watched in stunned silence as the land of 1,000 hills was transformed into a land of 1,000 sorrows. The international community's response was at best tepid and at worst indifferent. The United Nations, despite having a presence in the country, was unwilling and unable to prevent the mass slaughter. The world's inaction remains one of the darkest stains on our collective conscience. By mid-July, the genocide had ended, but the damage was done. A nation was left in ruins, its people traumatized, its social fabric torn apart. Almost 2 decades into the 21st century, the ghosts of that tragic past still haunt the nation. A land soaked in the blood of its own people, a nation decimated, a future seemingly lost. But amidst the horror, there were those who survived, their stories a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of unprecedented terror, ordinary people became extraordinary heroes. They fought not with weapons, but with their will to live. Their stories are a testament to the strength of the human spirit and an enduring beacon of hope. Consider the tale of Immaculée, a young woman who found sanctuary in a tiny hidden bathroom of a local pastor's house. For 91 harrowing days, she huddled in silence with 7 other women, their lives hanging by a thread. Yet in that suffocating darkness, Immaculée found an unshakable faith that saw her through, a testament to the power of hope. Then there is the story of Matilda, a mother who lost her entire family save for one son. She bore witness to the unspeakable, yet refused to let it break her. Today, Matilda channels her pain into compassion, helping fellow survivors heal from the trauma and rebuild their lives. There's also Damas, a young boy who managed to escape the massacre by playing dead among the lifeless bodies of his friends and family. His survival was a miracle, and his story is a stark reminder of the brutal reality many children had to endure. These are but a few instances of the countless tales of survival that emerged from the genocide. Each one is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, to the enduring will to live, to the power of hope in the face of despair. Survivors of the genocide, like Immaculée, Matilda and Damas, did not merely survive. They fought, they endured. They found hope in the darkest of times. Their stories are not just tales of survival, but of resilience, of courage, and of the incredible strength of the human spirit. Each survivor carries a story of resilience, a tale of life persisting amidst the ruins of death. The scars of the past run deep, but they also serve as a stark reminder of a history that must never be repeated. In the aftermath of the 1994 Rwandan genocide, a nation was left to grapple with the ghosts of its turbulent history. The genocide had claimed the lives of an estimated 800,000 people, a number so vast and incomprehensible that it almost defies belief. The survivors, the ones who had lived through the unimaginable, were left with deep wounds, both physical and emotional. The devastation was not just personal, it was national. Families had been ripped apart, communities shattered, a whole generation traumatized. The fabric of society itself had been torn to shreds. And yet, amidst the ruins, there was a determination to rebuild, to heal, and above all to ensure that such a tragedy would never occur again. The path to healing, however, was fraught with challenges. How does a nation come to terms with such a horrific past? How does it seek justice for the victims and their families? How does it reconcile with the fact that neighbours had turned against neighbours, friends against friends? The Rwandan government, with support from the international community, set up the Gakaka courts, a traditional form of community justice, to deal with the crimes of the genocide. While not without controversy, these courts served a crucial role in the process of reconciliation. They provided a platform for victims to voice their experiences, for perpetrators to confess their crimes, for communities to bear witness to the truth. Alongside justice, the nation also focused on healing. Programs were initiated to provide survivors with psychological support, to help them cope with the trauma and the loss. Efforts were made to rebuild communities, to foster unity and reconciliation. The journey has not been easy. The scars of the past still run deep. But the people of Rwanda have shown remarkable resilience and determination. They have faced their history head-on, confronted the ghosts of their past, and are carving out a future that looks very different from their past. The path to healing was fraught with challenges. But the Rwandan people faced them head-on, determined to carve out a future from the ashes of their past. From the ashes of the genocide, a new Rwanda began to take shape, a testament to the resilience and strength of its people. Indeed, the country that once bore witness to one of the darkest chapters in human history, where in a span of just 100 days, around 800,000 people lost their lives, was now on the cusp of a remarkable transformation. The government, with the support of its people, embarked on a journey of reconstruction. And it wasn't just about rebuilding infrastructure. Rather, it was a holistic approach, encompassing economic progress, social reforms, and unity and reconciliation initiatives. Economically, Rwanda has made significant strides. From being one of the poorest nations in the world, it has become one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. Investments in sectors like tourism, agriculture and technology have paved the way for this unprecedented growth. On the social front, Rwanda has been equally progressive. The country has one of the highest rates of female representation in parliament worldwide. Education and healthcare have also seen notable improvements, with increased enrollment rates in schools and a significant decrease in child and maternal mortality rates. But perhaps the most commendable endeavour has been the unity and reconciliation initiatives. The government has worked tirelessly to foster a sense of unity among the people, moving away from divisive ethnic identities to a collective Rwandan identity. Through these efforts, the nation has shown the world that reconciliation after such a horrific event is difficult, but not impossible. The transformation of Rwanda has not been without its challenges, yet the resilience of its people, their willingness to forgive, to learn, and to move forward has been the driving force behind this rebirth. The Rwanda of today is a far cry from the nation it was in 1994, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. Their journey from unimaginable despair to incredible hope serves as a beacon of inspiration for all nations grappling with their own histories and challenges. The story of Rwanda is one of resilience, a tale of a nation that rose from the ashes to write a new chapter of hope and peace. As we come to the end of this journey, we find ourselves reflecting on the power of human resilience, as seen in the people of Rwanda. Over the course of 100 days in 1994, an estimated 800,000 people tragically lost their lives. Yet out of this unimaginable horror, a nation emerged determined to heal and rebuild. The survivors, outnumbered by the ghosts of their loved ones, faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives amidst the ruins. It was a task that would have seemed insurmountable to many. But the people of Rwanda, although scarred by the past, refused to be defined by it. They chose to rise, to rebuild, to forge a new identity for their nation. This resilience, this strength, is not unique to Rwanda. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. It is a reminder that no matter how bleak the situation may seem, there is always a way forward, always a chance for renewal. Rwanda today stands as a beacon of hope, an example of how a nation can transform itself through the power of resilience and determination. From the ashes of genocide, they have built one of the most peaceful nations in the world. A nation that prioritizes unity and reconciliation over division and hatred. A nation that has learned from its past and is committed to ensuring that such a tragedy never occurs again. The story of Rwanda is an inspiration to us all. It teaches us that even in the face of the most devastating adversities, it is possible to rise again. It is possible to transform pain into strength, despair into hope, and destruction into creation. The story of Rwanda reminds us that even in the darkest moments, the human spirit can shine through, illuminating the path to a brighter, more peaceful future.